After many years in high-tech marketing, I've become an advisor and advocate for women who are going through transitions. I asked them what advice they'd give to women who are transitioning into their third act or another transition in their lives. And while they said that financial planning was key, they really felt that finding a pursuit that would feed your body and soul was the most important thing. I'm also inspired by Michelle Obama, who said that there's no limit to what we as women can accomplish. So as women, we live many lives. We go through transitions, we reinvent ourselves, and we're looking to find a way to advance more than our mothers have. As we live longer, we are able to take advantage of that additional time to pursue more of our interests. After many years in high-tech marketing, I've become an advisor and advocate for women who are going through transitions. Women who are starting a new consulting business after having children, women who had a long educational career and are now following their passion for dog training. And it really thrills me to see them thrive and to take advantage of the opportunities and people that I can introduce them to in my network. I come from a tradition of helping and supporting others. My mother, Faye, has been a volunteer at her local hospital for 35 years. She started as an assistant and then grew into the role of president of the auxiliary and manager of the gift shop. She's always pursued a way of helping others and looking for opportunities to share her resources with others who are less fortunate. When I asked her about this experience, she described it as uncovering her hidden talents and helping her build her confidence in her management and technical skills. She told me a story about when she first started working at the gift shop, and she was concerned about being able to do visa transactions correctly. So she would hand it off to her colleague. Now, as manager of the gift shop, she trains others, and she's also been able to troubleshoot machines when they break down. So it's been a big change for her. Her confidence has soared, and she's very excited about the things that she's able to do. I recently talked to my mother and her friends Joyce and Heather about their transitions from roles of raising children, teaching school, and the volunteer work that they have taken on. They talked about their volunteer roles and the work that they do to help others. They do things from crocheting baby clothes and blankets to volunteering at the hospital and reading at church. In all of these, they're looking to connect with someone who may not be having the best day. Especially through COVID, they found that if they were able to walk up to someone with a smile and a nice gesture, that many of these people had not had a connection with anyone else during the day. So they were really finding joy and hope in their daily lives by sharing a kind gesture to another person. In their circle, they support each other every day. They talk on the phone, they get together for dinners where they swap stories about their families, some of them very comical, and their travel adventures. In each case, they're looking to brighten each other's day, support each other, hold each other up, celebrate their successes. And in some cases where there's been a sickness or a problem in the family, they're there to support each other in the bad times when they know that they can count on each other to help them through those times. I asked them what advice they'd give to women who are transitioning into their third act or another transition in their lives. And while they said that financial planning was key, they really felt that finding a pursuit that would feed your body and soul was the most important thing. They want to make sure that other women find a pursuit that will make them as happy as they have been in the things that they're doing. Some people will say they don't want to work at a charity or an organization because it's not their nature. Their point of view is find anything that feeds your soul. So it might be volunteering for a charity or an organization that interests you because of an experience that you've had, but it could also simply be spending more time with your children and grandchildren and helping them, as in tutoring a child who's having a problem with their schoolwork. I realized that sitting with my mother and her friends, they had so much wisdom to pass on. And I really learned a lot about how they had started their lives, what their childhoods were like, and how they were able to, build on, some with more education than others, to become these vibrant women who are sharing with their community and being such a support to each other. And I think that one of the things that I learned from them is the circle of women that you have in your life can bring you so much joy even if you're having a struggle, because they're there to support you. You can trust them, you have the opportunity to give back to them, and they have the opportunity to share with you. As I sat with my mother and her friends, I realized that each generation has the opportunity to make these kinds of connections. We see people all around us every day where they may be younger, older, have more experience than we do, have a diverse background, have similar interests. But in each case, there's something that we can learn from them. As we go through our daily lives and we meet people, some of us have an easier time making connections. And it's easy for us to take the help that's being offered to us. In other cases, if it is easy for us, we need to take advantage of seeing people who need some encouragement to come forward, to share their experiences, to share what they want to see in the world, and be able to give them that space and trust to be able to be part of sharing their experience. As I thought about the conversation with my mother and her friends, I realized that they have so much wisdom to pass on to me. And as my experience has been in education and going through high-tech marketing, there's still sources of information that you can turn to within your own family to learn their history, to learn their experiences, and the passion that they can pass on to you for the things that you want to do. I've learned so much from my mother going through her experience of building a career after she had raised her children and being able to find her hidden talents, as she said, and bring those forward to do good for others and for herself, because she's been able to build so much confidence in the experience that she had there. I'm also inspired by Michelle Obama, who said that there's no limit to what we as women can accomplish. And I think that the combination of Michelle Obama, who has led the country, and my mother, who has led her local hospital, are perfect bookends to the experiences that I want to take forward into my third act.